Hello and welcome. It's Ashley here with this week's Stamp Crit Repeat video for your next stamp. This week I'm going to be sharing with you a fun little project. It is a sweet little bookmark, and I'm going to start out by showing you the products that I used. I'll link them all in the description box, and then I'll get into the process video. So this is the bookmark that I made, and I thought it was just a really cute, bright and colorful, really sweet thank you gift that you could give to someone. So I'm just showing you the front and the back here, and how cute is this little chocolate chip cookie reading a book. So let's get started. I'll share with you what I used to make it. So I used the Your Next Stamp wire snips, also the Your Next Stamp black olive ink. I used some Doodlebug twine. I used quite a few colors. I used the yellow, the pink, the green, and the blue. I thought it'd be fun to mix all the colors together and kind of have like a rainbow tassel on the little bookmark. I used this Doodlebug paper. This is actually a Easter collection. It's the Bunnyville paper, but I thought it was so cute to do the paper piecing for the book there and also the polka dots, so I used that. For the stamp, I used the One Smart Cookie set, and this stamp set just absolutely stole my heart. It's adorable, and it's so cute for paper piecing. And then I used the coordinating die that you can purchase separate as well, and it trimmed out so nice around the little hands and the little feet and book and everything. And I love too how you could totally trim across the first book so that he's just sitting on one book. If you wanted to have it be a smaller sized image, you definitely could do that. Here is the bookmark die, and this die is amazing. I love how you get all the sizes. So I used the second and third size there for the bookmark. So let's get started, and I'll share with you how I made this little bookmark. To begin with, I'm just going to stamp out the image, and I'm using the Your Next Stamp black olive ink, and I'm using the Michaels Recollections 65-pound paper. And I love the size of this image. It's a nice horizontal size. So for the chocolate chips, I'm using my Copic markers. I'm starting with E59, and then I'm going to use E57. And I think you could color this up with some rainbow chocolate chips as well and make it look like the Chips Ahoy cookie would be really cute. And then I'm going in with E55, and then I'll go in with E53. And I'm just going back in with the E57. I noticed there's another little chocolate chip underneath the book there. As soon as I saw this image, I was so excited. My daughter absolutely loves books. It's her favorite toy or activity to do. She just loves reading and will sit and read to her for so long. So I was so excited when I saw this image. It's just precious. So I'm taking the E57 and going around the outside there, and then I'm putting the darkest mostly on the left side as if the sun's coming from the right. And then I'm just going to add some shading around the book here as well. And I colored in those tiny little dots. And then I go underneath the book there because there's a little bit of cookie showing. And then with the E55 as well. And this is one of my favorite brown color combos. I use it in a lot of my videos. So I'm just going to blend this out. And then I'm going to go in with the E53. And these colors make such a nice blend. If you only can pick 4 Copic markers, these are definitely the 4 or 3 to go with for browns. So I'm blending that out with the E53, and then once I get a nice blend, I'm going to go back in with the darker color, and I've been doing that a lot. It definitely helps give a really good dimension there. So I'm going back in with the E57, and you can see how it really makes it pop when you do that. And then I'll go back in with the E55. And then with the E53. And I hope you all have been having an awesome summer. It's been so busy here. This is the month of my daughter's birthday. She's going to be 1 this month, and I cannot believe she's 1 already. It's crazy, but we've been planning her birthday party, and it has just been very, very busy around here. So I'm just taking the jelly pen here, and I'm going over his eyes, and I go around the glasses, and then I decide to do his little mouth, and I do his little hands and his little feet. That's a really nice way to make the elements on images pop, is to use the black jelly pen on them. And it has a very fine tip so you can get into all those little spots. And then I'm taking the white jelly pen and I'll just put a dot on each of the cheeks. And then I'm going to add a few accents as well. So for the book, I decided I wanted to do some paper piecing. So I'm just putting it back on my acrylic block and I'm going to stamp out the image. And I only inked up part of it because I just want the top book part to be using the patterned paper. So I just stamped that onto the patterned paper. And now I'm just going to take some little sewing scissors that I have, or any type of sharp scissors would work well. And I'm just going to trim around the little book. And this is a nice sized book. So this is so adorable. You could use like Christmas paper at Christmas. I think it would be adorable. Or if you used birthday paper, would make it really cute for birthday, or whatever celebration this is going to be kind of like a thank you bookmark for, would be so, so cute. Or if you were using this image on a card. So I'm just going to take the glue stick and I'm just putting it onto a piece of cardstock so I don't get the glue on my mat there. And then I'm just pressing that down. And it looks so cute. You can use up all those little scrap bits that you have in your scrap bins. Definitely always keep a scrap bin. There is nothing like motivation from a scrap bin. I love paper piecing and it always makes me so excited to do paper piecing when I have my scrap bin. So I used YG06 and YG03 for the book, and then I'm using YG00. And then I'm going to go back in with the darkest color here, YG06, to really give it some dimension. And then I'm going to do yellow for the next book. I used Y15. And then I go back with the Y13. And then I use Y11. And for the colors, I got the inspiration from the pattern paper that I'm using for the bookmark, because it had some really pretty polka dots on there. For the next book, I'm using this pink color combo. It's RV06, RV04, and RV02. And then I go back in again with the darkest color, RV06. And then I'm going to do the blue. So for the blue, I actually started here with BG45, but that was not the darkest color. That was like the middle tone. So I go back in here with the BG15, which is the darkest color. Then I go in with the BG45. And then I go in with the lightest color, which is BG10. And then back in once more with the darkest color, BG15. So there's our cute little stack of books with this little cookie. And now I'm just adding on some more little accents with the white jelly pen around the cookie here. I really just thought that that made it pop. And now I'm going to use the coordinating die to cut out my image. So I'm just going to take a piece of washi tape to hold it in place and put it through my Sizzix die cutting machine. And I'll show you it up close as I reveal it from the die here. There we go. Now I'm going to take this bookmark die. So I'm taking the second largest size and I'm running it through on this polka dot paper. And then I'm also going to run it through on the paper that I used for the paper piecing book, so that I can use these two pieces, one on each side. And now I'm going to use the third largest size just on the white cardstock here. I thought it'd be fun to layer up the colors so that I could have a sentiment on this image. So now I have all my pieces, and I wanted to show how the back here does have some image on it. So that's why I wanted to do the two pieces here so that I can attach them, and then either side of the bookmark will have a nice finish, and also it made it a little bit more sturdy, which is nice as well. And then I'm going to adhere on this white cardstock piece, and this was allowing me to be able to put a sentiment on here. And I just think it's so cute to give this as a thank you gift, because you can pop it in a thank you card, and I just think it's a really nice way to say thank you to someone. If they pop it in a book that they're reading, they'll always remember that you gave that to them. I think it's such a sweet way to say thanks. So the thanks sentiment comes right on that set, so I'm just going to adhere down my image, and then I'm going to stamp out the thanks sentiment. And it looks so cute. So now I'm going to add on the little tassel. So I just took 4 different colors. These were the colors of polka dots that were on this bookmark, and I just thought it was so cheerful and fun to do a few different colors. So I also did the blue, and then I pulled the yellow as well. So I'm just going to take all the pieces and make them all so that they're the same length. So I'm just going to hold them all together and trim off the end here. And then I'm going to flip it around and trim the other side so it's all the same length. Now I'm just going to fold it in half, and then I'm going to stick that loop through the hole. And then through that loop, I'm going to pull the little string bits, and I have a nice little tassel. So there is my bookmark. I hope that you guys enjoyed this week's project. I would love, love, love if you left a comment. It always means so much to me. I will put all the products that I shared in the description box so you can find it over in the Your Next Stamp store, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye now.